Hey everybody, welcome to the Outer Rim Rookie, a beginner's journey to joining the 501st and Rebel Legion. My name is Rob Williams. Today's the day. We're going to put this costume together. We're going to put this AT-AT driver costume together and get it ready for submission for approval from the 501st Legion Outer Rim Garrison. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how I put this thing on, all the pieces and the order I put it on, and just show you the final work of art, I guess. This was a bit tricky. I think I'll go over this in the video, but trying to find the order of how things go on took a bit of trial and error. I've had to put this thing on a number of times now. My co-host Jamie from the Generation X-Wing podcast came by to help me with photos, and he was able to help me kind of figure out the order of what goes on first. We kind of worked together, figured out, tweaked little things, and it was extremely helpful having that second person kind of guide you or point things out that you may have missed. I tried doing this on my own. I tried making a video of putting this on my own originally, and it was extremely frustrating just trying to look through the goggles, fumble with the gloves. So again, if you can have someone help you out with whether it's an AT-AT costume or anything else, if you can have somebody help you out with that, it's always a great idea. But I know we're not always able to do that. So hopefully I can help you, at least from my end. All right, enough said. Let's put on this costume and get it submitted for the 501st Legion. Here we go. Okay, I got my helmet in the bag right here, which I'll show you in a second. I got a bin with all my gear in it, so let's put this on. All right, there we go. There's the suit. You may have noticed there's a slight difference already. I have attached the harness onto the suit rather than the armor because when I was putting it on before, when Jamie came by here to take photos, it was a pain in the tuchus to get the harness on. This is not as complicated, still is a pain in the tuchus. It's a lot easier to put on if it's attached to the flight suit rather than the armor itself. And it's all to do with the back part right there. So right now, I'm attaching it here until I can find a better solution. All right, so this is the angle I have to get at for you to see everything. So let's put on the rest of this stuff. In the box is all the gear. So I have my armor right here, the hoses laid on top of it, the bag with the chest box, and underneath is the boots. I also kind of tucked in all the other little things in here as well, like the shoulder bridges and such. All right, so let's take all this out here. In here is my chest box. I thought I'd put it in a nice, soft, cushiony bag because I'm worried about the greeblies. So if I open it up, there's the box. The greeblies are protected, and I can just screw this part into the chest piece. Set to go. These are the easiest things to put on. Glasses off next time. Now with the shoulder bridges, I had to form them again and reform them using a heat gun with Jamie's help. So hopefully these fit better. These already look better, and they seem to suit things better. Okay, that's good. Awesome. All right, next the shoulder bells. Bells up. Now for the helmet. This is a bag I sewed together. Pretty proud of it. This is to help protect the tusks. And there's the bucket. Our helmet fan is on. Let's slide this one in here. Slides nice and smooth. And then this one here. Awesome. I'm going to keep it close together for now and then bend it out later. Time for the belt club. Now when I put the costume on, I'm probably put the microphone inside here, and so the wire will go down here and into the chest, which you can't see. It'll be actually inside the suit, and we still have to test that out. But so far, this is how it's looking. And the gloves, make it nice and tight. There we are. There we go. Perfect. These are actually pretty good gloves. I can pick things up and handle things quite well. That's why I put this on now instead of after putting the bucket on, because once I put that bucket on, my ability to see is reduced dramatically, and it's hard to put the gloves on because you'll notice when the hoses go on, I've got hoses here at the shoulder pads, bridges. It's really hard to put the gloves on. So the gloves go on now, and I can just pop on the helmet, and it's actually quite easy to pop on. I'll go into more detail about the inside of the bucket, but here we go. Just like that. Pop it in, pop it in. Oh, the fan works nice in here. Now, I'll probably have a friend help me adjust slightly the hoses and everything, but there you go. There's the costume. Now, trying to turn my head, this is as much as it turns. I feel I need to play with the hoses a little bit more as well. I need to adjust it and bend it a little bit more. There's still a little bit of fiddling to go. I can sit down, which is nice. You better be able to sit down on this thing. That's what you're doing. I can't move my head, so I'm moving my waist a lot here. There's a lot of moving back and forth. This is all I see right here. Here's what it looks like in the back. It's not bad. There you go. All done. So with the helmet, I was able to figure out how to fit it onto my head. This took a lot of effort and time and practice. I cut out 2 pieces of foam using an old hockey jersey that I found in my hockey bag, which has been sitting idle for about 6 years or so. So I really had to wash the sucker. But why I like the jersey is because it gave me this nice look of professional padding. It's the holes that give it that effect. Now it is poorly sewn together, but you can't see that part. This is for the forehead, and I have one for the back right here. It just sits in there. It's not held by Velcro or anything like that. It just sits right in there. And as you can see, it gives a nice look. The gray matches the helmet a lot better than a black would. It also protects me from a lot of the screws that you see sticking out in the side here and the back here. These screws are for the canisters, and this one's for the side of the earpiece. I also had to add in some extra padding in here just to fill up the real estate that was inside. You'll notice I have some black paint here. I was just trying to reduce the white glare from the inside. It's not meant to look really good, it's just meant to reduce the glare. I also attached the battery in the back here, which goes to a fan right here. It's a Henry's helmet fan, and I've done a review for that, so check out this video here. There's a lot of space. My face has a lot of space in here. And on this side, this is where the mic will eventually go. I didn't want the fan interfering with the mic, because you can hear there's a slight hum. But it's a simple wire. And to stop it, I just have to unplug it. And everything is hidden by the pad. Right here and right here. It fits on really well. There's no jiggling. It keeps it snug on the side, and it has the support on the front and the back. And like I said, this here prevents anybody from behind looking into the helmet. Like I said before, this is a large helmet, and they didn't want anybody looking inside. It kind of ruins the magic. This gives a little more professionalism. There you go. That's the inside of the bucket. Now, I needed a bag to carry the helmet in, and so I sewed this together. It is not a great job. I did a lot of tutorials. I mean, you can see that it's very rough around the edges, literally, but it's so cushiony soft, and it has a sort of AT-AT look to it at the top here. Lots of space, protects the helmet really well, easy to carry. I'm pretty proud of this. And Velcro, because zippers scare me. And like I said, here's the other bag that carries the chest box. This to protect the greeblies, and some Velcro just to zip it all up like a handbag. It's also good so I can put my wallet in there when I'm trooping. This bag in the end cost me about $100 in fabric, sewing, and materials, and then it took me about 3 days to build. It would have taken, if you know how to sew, it'll probably take you a lot shorter. If I could sew this, I think you could sew this. I did a video on this, but it's so rough that I'm not going to release the video unless somebody really wants to see it. I will attach a link to a pattern that I used for this that was done by another 501st Rebel Legion member. Really great pattern, and I would suggest follow that pattern rather than my skills of sewing. So there you go. I got the AT-AT costume all done. There's how you put it on. Jamie coming by and helping me, tweak a few things, adjust a few things, just going through the process of how to put on the costume. It actually didn't take me very long to put it on. Without the editing that you saw here, it took me about 15 minutes maybe to put it on, and I'm still going a bit slow and taking my time. The thing that took the most time was this, so just trying to put this on. And there's some things I think I still want to tweak and adjust, but in time. When I troop in it, that's the true test of what needs to be fixed, what needs to be adjusted, what needs to change in order to make it comfortable, to make it operational, believable. So we'll see. I think I might take this to the troop in Victoria, the Cherry Bomb event. So hopefully I record some stuff there. It's harder to record, I can tell you that in this thing. So it's going to be interesting. Yeah, there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. Fingers crossed, I'll give you information on whether I'm approved or not, hopefully soon, hopefully find within the next week or two. For anybody submitting a costume, you have to be very patient, because everybody who works for the 501st or Rebel Legion, they're doing it voluntarily. And so real life takes over. You got a real life job, real life events that come up. And so it is a bit frustrating when you submit a costume and you're just kind of waiting. Why don't they look at it? Why don't they check it out? It's because they got a life. It's because they got a family. They've got a career. This is just volunteer stuff. So just take your time and make sure you go over all the details. Make sure you've gone over all the bits and pieces and not try to slide something through. I hope I did that. I hope I found all the pieces with the help of Dan, our GML, and the help of Geo, our other AT-AT driver, who you probably saw in a past video. It's him right there. I got a lot of inspiration from his costume and checking out his stuff and connecting with him here and there and asking, okay, what should I adjust? What should I change? This is a process. This is a long process. And I'm probably going to do a video down the road and just kind of sum up how the event of building my own costume went the second time around, without the training wheels, without the support from Terry the last time when I did my Scout Trooper. This is a unique costume, but it's done. I'm really proud of it. It's not perfect by any means, but damn it, I'm pretty proud of it. So a lot of work, effort, sweat, blood, tears, frustration, yelling, and a lot of frickin' money. To sum up how much this costume cost, I'd say it's coming close to 2,000 Canadian. Holy crap. As I say that, that's not far off. The armor itself, just about 1,000. The boots, it's a few hundred. Hoses, jumpsuit, I think it's over 2,000 Canadian. I think I'm taking a break from costumes for the next little while. Oh my God. And the bag was about 100 plus. The cheapest thing in this whole thing was the damn box it comes in, which was $25. Holy cow. Woo. I better get back to work and pay off this goddamn thing. All right. Cross your fingers. Let's see if we get this thing approved. Thanks for watching. I'm a little verklempt right now, just realizing how much this cost me and all the effort. Oh my God. Whoa, wait. Hang on. Wait. Oh my goodness gracious. The reality just sunk in. Ooh, boy.
There, I'm verklempt again. All right, that's all the time we have.